My school hasn't really been a part of my aviation career or astronomy at all. I just go to school to learn mathematics, different things, to be okay in math, and to balance my time in aviation, astronomy, and my career and school. So I try to balance my time, but my school is not really in my aviation career at all.
Have they bought tables, tickets, or have they given you adverts around the school for your event?
No, not really. My school doesn't pay attention that much because I don't really. I spread it out, but it's not engaged in my magazine.
Are your fellow students coming through on this day, because we know you're trying to inspire young generation? Are they coming to support?
Yeah, my friends are coming to my magazine. I invited them. I invited my friends, but the school, my mom tried to invite them, but it's
okay. Lastly, and how is everything going on your side?
Hi everyone. My name is Graham Shima. I'm nicknamed Captain Shima Graham because of my knowledge and skills. I'm 10 years old. I study at Kampala International School of Uganda. I'm under the wing of Elon Musk. I love basketball, aviation, space, and coding.
Let's talk about aviation, the space. What triggered you to fall in love with space, with aviation and flying planes and all that?
I'm still saying my speech. It's aviation. I started liking aviation when I was 3 years old. Space, I got inspired by Elon Musk. At 6 years old, in space. So that's how I got my interest. I'm also the ambassador of Awakening Genius London and the founder of Aviation and Space Magazine for Kids. My story started when a police helicopter blew off my grandma's roof. I was still 3 years old when the police helicopter blew off my grandma's roof. And I was inside the house. Most people went outside, but I stayed inside to examine the plane. So that's when I picked interest into aviation and space. Aviation. As I grew older, I realized that there weren't many resources out there that really catered to kids like me. I wanted something that would not only educate me, but also inspire me to reach for the stars. That's when I decided to create my own magazine. A magazine that would speak to the young dreamers and future professionals. With effort, me and my team came up with an idea to promote aviation, coding, STEM education, and space. With my magazine, I want to create critical thinkers, innovators, problem solvers for my generation, for a better tomorrow. I humbly want to invite you to my magazine on the 26th of August, this Saturday, 5 to 9 p.m. Especially corporate companies, Airtel, MTN, airlines, schools, banks, aviation schools, to make it to my magazine. And also Mr. Museveni. Please come to my magazine. I'm your Muzukulu.
Great.
So I would humbly love it if you'd come to my magazine. Thank you.
Okay. Talking about your magazine and your love for space and aviation, let's talk about the trips.
Uh, I've traveled to Germany. I've um, I've had 5 flights, counting today. So my first flight was when I was 6 years old with Captain Amidu in Cessna 172. My second flight was in the Bombardier. Once the Bombardier that had just come to Uganda from Uganda Airlines. My third flight was on one of I was also on a simulator. A simulator is like virtual reality, where it's practically like it's real, but just a game of aviation. And today I was at Bar Aviation with Captain Mike. We flew around Kampala, and we went in Bukoto, and we went around Lake Victoria, and we came back to Bar Aviation. I got the chance to steer the plane by myself, alone without a captain. And then we came back and landed.
What's your best part of the plane?
All of them.
You love everything.
Yes, about the plane.
About the plane.
Yeah.
Okay. So talking about your launch on Saturday.
Yeah.
What is special about this day in your life as
This event is special because it's going to inspire STEM education. Like if to grown-ups and kids, so that parents can know that their kid wants to be this. Like if your kid says, I want to be a news reporter, you help them to become a news reporter. So that's how my mom helped me in STEM education. That's how I got this idea of creating my magazine.
Okay, finally, how does this affect your school? Because this also requires a lot of time, and we see you're still in school, your school. Has it affected your school in any way? Or
no, my school is not engaged with my normal life or aviation and space life. So it's not really just engaged. So I just study there.
okay, let's go to the artists now. Then we'll come back to the ticket about the book.
Yeah, so what inspired me was actually the founder himself. I feel very inspired by what Graham is doing. And I think it's because me and him, we actually share the same passion. I mean, the same industry that he's passionate about as a pilot. And I have a passion for space as well. I also have a huge passion for inspiring and empowering young people. So I actually own an initiative, a social enterprise. It's based out of South Africa called I Fly, that is meant to inspire young people to get into the industry. So there's so much that we share that for me, there's no way I could have encountered Graham and not really felt that connection. So I really align with everything that he dreams about. And I was very humbled by his dreams and the journey that he's been on. And I was inspired to also be a part of that journey as well. So that's really where it comes from.
Yeah, so we see so many editors coming up to own the copyrights of the book, all of the works that they've been part of. Did you write or did you only edit the book?
Yeah, we under Graham's inspiration and his guidance, we also did yes, some of the writing, and we had various contributions as well from other people who helped us put this together. So yes, from an editing point of view and from a writing point of view as well.
What so much caught your mind through his work that triggered your attention towards the magazine?
For the magazine, I think Graham was exploring different ways in which he can reach out to fellow young people, yeah, and inspire them as well. And I think it also comes from the mother, who also had a similar idea. And all these things just came together because we are people who are thinking on the same wavelength, and we decided to you know, get this idea and give it some wings so that it can also fly. So, you know, it's that's where it comes from.
I would think we have a mentality of Africans not read. Even the white stated it that if you want to hide anything from a black man, put it into writing. Why not visual? Why the writing? Why the penning down of this magazine?
Listen, I can't put down the importance of the visual aspect. I think it's also important, and we recognize the importance of the visual side of inspiration. It's something that has also been incorporated in Graham's journey. You'll see a lot of him on TV, on social media. So I think there's so much more for us to do even on the visual side. But written also has a special place in terms of people retaining information. It's easier to learn through the written because then you can interpret the information that you're picking up, and plus you can also keep it, you know, and come back to it, you know. So I think it's important. I mean, it's a way of learning. So it doesn't mean that other ways of learning are less important. Yeah.
How easy are you making this book to all the readers? Because in most cases, you writers and editors tend to use ebigambo ebikakali.
Yes.
Ebigambo ebikakali. I know you understand. So how easy? Because we're dealing with Graham, who is below 18, below 15 years, below 10 years, I'm assuming. Yes. How easy are we going to see this applying to his fellow age mates and us that would want to go easy on reading?
Yeah, and that's very important. You've asked a very important question. I think it's important for, it was important to us that young people are able to read most of the content at the very least. But we also expect, because there's some content in here as well that needs, for people of a certain age group, it definitely needs some guidance. This book is not just for the kids alone, it's also for the parents to also feel inspired, you know. The same way Graham's journey is also about the people around him, his guardians. Also, it's important for parents to understand the dreams that their kids have and the journeys that they're trying to take, and how they can help their children achieve these dreams. So it's also catered to them as well. So it's not just the young people to just read the magazine. It's also for the older people who can interpret some of that information better so that they can guide their kids.
Okay, let's go to Graham shortly. We'll get back to you. Graham, what's up? How are you doing? How are you feeling this day?
It's Derek Nsoko. Oh yeah, sorry. So my name is Derek Nsoko, and by profession I'm a pilot, but I own a publication called Airspace Africa. It's an aviation publication dedicated to the African aviation industry. I'm also the director of a company called I Fly Global, and I'm the CEO of the East African Air Show. You'll hear about it very soon, and also a special representative of the International Air Cadets. So I happen to be the editor of Graham Shema's magazine, and I think for this occasion that's about it.
Ordinary is $50, VIP is $100, a table is $1,000. A table comes with five people, a magazine and dinner. VIP comes with dinner only. Ordinary, a seat and a drink. Then the rest is yourself. It starts at 5 and ends at 9 p.m.
Okay, editor nga tumaliriza twagala twogeremu ku Luganda kati.
Abantu era kitulese mwami ono omwana Graham Shema pilot waffe wetuze okuwagira alaunchinga akatabo ke kano ka magazini k'abaana ku bintu ebifa ku aviation, ku by'okubuuka ennyonyi, ebisingako, it's all about education. So magazine eno twagala abazadde bonna n'abaana, twagala okuteekayo akalango nti waliwo initiative eno eri valuable esobola okuyamba omwana wo. Omanye ensi eno gye tulimu bapilot tetulina bangi ate nga kino kirooto ky'abaana bangi nnyo mu nsi, so eno toolkit yammwe tomanya wekikutwala ng'omwana.
Ki ekyansipayirinza akatabo kano nga gwe omu kubakeditize kubakekebejjezaamu okuba muno kafiitinga eri abo bagenda okuba nga bakasoma?
Ekinsipayirinze kyennyini era mwana ono era nga bw'ayogedde mu nsi tetulina resources, omuntu agamba nti ayagala kubeera pilot, ayagala kubeera engineer wa nnyonyi, tutandikirawa? Ne-education system, amasomero gaffe tegatuyamba nnyo mu kintu kye bayita aviation, so twetaaga this kind of innovation kuyamba abaana baffe okutuukira ekirooto kino.
Abazadde bakubira omulanga bajje nga gwe yakeditize babulye ne kwemu kwebyo batalina suba mu magazini.
Era abazadde bonna mbasaba nnyo mwenna mujje n'abaana bammwe kubanga eno magazine is the first of its kind mu nsi, in fact mu region eno yonna. Kino ekintu kiri very unique era omwana wo agenda kifunamu nnyo. Education gy'agenda okufuna teriyo mu ssomero, so this is an opportunity Abannayuganda bonna gye batanafunako, so tubasaba mujje muwagire, mujje attend the event, mugule ne magazine, n'abagagga bonna abasobola okusupportinga abagulire ku baavu, because actually most of the people abalina ekirooto kino era tebeesobola, kali eno gye bayita aviation si nnyangu, and eri very expensive era ffenna twetaaga okwesupportinga ng'abantu.
Kale katuddeko ewa Graham. Lastly, who's the chief guest or guest of honor on this D-Day?
On this,
and yes,
the guest of honor is the Minister of Transport and the Minister of Transport. Yeah.
Yes. We've seen something about Elon Musk inspiring you and all that, and one of your sponsors. How has he been part of this magazine journey? And is he coming, or has he bought tables, or has he sponsored the event?
Elon Musk is like, he hasn't really bought tables or something like that. He's busy in the United States and he couldn't come, but he might have a little speech on like a phone call, like something like that, like a tiny speech. Then yeah.
Have you met him?
Not really, because I've not yet traveled to the US. I'll meet Elon Musk in my college in year 7.
Yeah, just use this opportunity on cameras, on so many cameras are here, to invite him or to ask to meet him before even you get to college.
That can't be possible. Boeing Company and Kim Kalisa for the support. Elon Musk has been there for me. He has sponsored me and helped me reach my goal to inspire children into aviation and space, STEM education. And I also thank Boeing Company for their gifts that they sent to me. Thank you, Boeing Company. I appreciate. And I thank Kim Kalisa for spreading the news on Twitter. And yeah, thank you a lot.